Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. It's time for another tier list. This time, Blue Öyster Cult. I've been a fan of them since buying the album Secret Treaties back in 1975. One of my favorite American bands for sure. And I don't always, when I do these tier lists, I don't always include live albums, but this time I did because for me, some artists, their live albums I really don't play that much. But with Blue Öyster Cult, I've played some of them more than a few times, so I am gonna include them. So, as always, S tier is the best. It's like, perfect 10 out of 10. Then A, B, C, and D. There's no E. There's no really bad, for me, there's no really bad Blue Öyster Cult albums. So, let's start with their debut, simply called Blue Öyster Cult. It is probably one of the albums I have played the most in my life, hundreds of times. And it is S tier for me. And by the way, I'm not ranking, or I'm not putting in this tier list Blue Öyster Cult's latest because I haven't bought it yet. I plan to at some point, but just haven't bought it. It is called Ghost Stories. So next up, Curse of the Hidden Mirror. I've only listened to this maybe 2-3 times. I do like it, but when I want to listen to a Blue Öyster Cult album, it's usually one of their other albums. But the few times I've heard it, I've thought it was pretty good. I will put it in C. Very high, like a C plus. Their very first live album, On Your Feet or On Your Knees, I think is superb. Lots of the recording itself isn't the greatest for a live recording, but the performances are top notch. I'm going to put that in A. Imaginos, not one of my favorites. Possibly, yeah, my least favorite. There are some very good songs on it, but once again, kind of overblown production, and there's more than the original members of Blue Öyster Cult on the album. There's lots of other musicians. So it goes there. Heaven forbid. That's a pretty rock. I was kind of surprised how rocking it was. And I like it more than Curse of the Hidden Mirror. So I'm going to put it in B. Although I don't love, that's the original album cover, and they did change it later on, but not the greatest album cover. Another live album is that I got fairly recently. It's their 50th anniversary of their debut album, Blue Öyster Cult. So they do all of the songs plus, extra tracks like Don't Fear the Reaper and other hits. At this time, of course, Eric Bloom's vocals aren't what they used to be, sadly, but I still absolutely enjoy it. The band is great, and Buck Dharma is still amazing on guitar. I'm going to put it in B ahead of Heaven Forbid. Club Ninja, another one that's not one of my favorites. I will put it just ahead of Imaginings. Don't worry, there's some good albums coming up here. I guess I'm leaving the best for last. Another live album, Extraterrestrial Live, that's hard for me to say. Very good double album. I'm going to put that in A. Just, the recording is better. It's just between the two albums. I guess maybe because it was the first Blues to Cult live album and I've played it so many times, it's still my favorite. And the other live album, Some Enchanted Evening, it was originally just one vinyl record, and they've expanded it on CD to, many more songs. But I'm just going to go by the original vinyl record. And it was kind of disappointing, mainly because it was only, it wasn't a double live album. I'm going to put it, it's still good. I'll put it at the start of B. The Symbol Remains. I was very impressed with this album. I haven't played it in quite a while. The only thing maybe against it is it might be a tad too long. Maybe if it was trimmed by at least 2 songs, it would be a much stronger album, but it's still excellent. I am going to put it at the head of B. Now, Secret Treaties. That's S tier. But I think I just love the debut so much. I think, yeah, even with Tyranny and Mutation, which is S tier, all 3 of those are just amazing. And I think that would be the order. But there's times I think that Tyranny and Mutation, is my favorite, and sometimes I think Secret Treaties is. The Revolution by Night, I don't play that very much. I will put it at the start of C. Altaceras, no, I'm going to go with Mirrors. Mirrors, when it came out, was kind of disappointing. And, it was almost like they were going way too poppy and commercial for me. But in recent years, I've grown to really appreciate the album. It's a great pop rock album. I'm going to put it in A, at the start of A. Culticeras erectus, the follow-up, is even more amazing. That could almost be S tier. You know what? I'm going to put it in S tier. Back of S tier. Yeah, I love every song on that album. Fire of Unknown Origin. Now, the songs on that. Yeah, the only. I'm not a huge fan of the song Heavy Metal, Black and Silver. And Soul Survivor is good, but not one of my favorites. But everything else, Vengeance, The Pact, After Dark, Joan Crawford, Don't Turn Back, they're excellent. It's still a very strong album. I'll put it right there. No, there. I know it's some people's favorite, Blues to Cult. Okay, Agents of Fortune, which of course includes the monster hit, Don't Fear the Reaper. Very good album. Not my favorite, but it's still a very, very good album. I would put it in A. I'm going to put it at the start of A, because like I said, I do love all the songs on it. And Spectres, which I feel is a very underrated album. Let me go over the songs. Yeah, Godzilla, Golden Age of Leather, Death Valley Nights. Searching for Celine, I used to not like. I like it now. Fireworks. Are You Ready to Rock? I think the live version is much better than the studio version, but the rest of it is just super strong. I love Joe Bouchard's songs. I'm going to put it in A. ahead of Agents of Fortune. That's right. So yeah, there was no D's. So yeah, overall, Blue Öyster Cult has always released at least good albums, even Imaginums. Like I said, it's not like I dislike it. I think it's good. It just could have been better with, the production and everything. And so that is my tier list for Blue Öyster Cult. Please remember to leave a comment below and give the video a thumbs up. Share it with all your family and friends if you have any. And please subscribe. Thank you.